Hey guys, long time no see. I haven't made another video. It's been a long time. You know, when starting my channel, wanted to start a channel, with everything happening with the pandemic, when it was in 2019, I feel like I stopped recording. I just didn't put any effort in doing it anymore, but I'm back and I'm here to share a video trying to see, if anybody's interested in learning how to store food long term. I'm going to be putting beans and rice in the buckets that help sustain longer and in Mylar bags. I learned a lot of this through YouTube. I like what they're doing. They're showing you how to be sustainable, also to make things last long in case of anything. People all over the world do it for lots of other reasons. And so yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit of what I'm trying to do right now. I've been having these beans and rice big bags for a long time. If you buy them from Costco, you get them from bulk, and sometimes you don't go through those things pretty fast. And so I'm making a video to show you guys ways that you can store this stuff long term, about 10 years or more. So yeah, I'll show you how to do that. So guys, these are what you call Mylar bags. They're 5-gallon Mylar bags. They come separate or together when you buy what's called oxygen absorbers. And I believe these are 100 cc. And that's what you put in it. It takes out the oxygen out of the bags, which makes rice, beans last longer. And I think it's pretty cool. I've done this before, I think, was it 2 years ago, a year ago? I'm not sure. I do have a few, like I have 2 rice, and I've done some of these for my mom and my siblings, and I feel like they work pretty well. I mean, people use these for lots of years, and yeah. So yeah, I bought these on Amazon for a good price. Maybe I'll show you guys what it looks like when you look it up and stuff. But yeah, this is what we're going to be working with. So guys, here are the buckets. These are also 5-gallon buckets. It can be used for paint, for beverages, for food. But yeah, it's useful. These are pretty good, and then you do buy them separate with lids, and they seal pretty tight. They keep the air out, they keep anything out. But it's good to put your food stored in stuff like this so that no rodents, no bugs, no animals will get to your food, and it will last longer. So yeah, so these are the buckets, the Mylar bags, and you're gonna see me do the process of that. So first, we gotta open this bag right here. I have this box cutter from my job that I use. I'm gonna use it to open the bag. You have to be very careful with the Mylar bags because they do rip easily, and if they rip, you can't use them. So here's the bag. It's pretty big. See? It's pretty big. And it will fit in the buckets. So let me just show you that. Let me bring you down over here to show you the bucket. So you just stick this inside. It might look a little big, but once the rice and beans fall down, it's gonna open up the bag. Okay. So yeah, you just leave it open just like this so that you can pour it inside. You're gonna do the same for the other 3. Okay, I made a big mess. Literally, I had the bucket on top of a chair and I was trying to pour the beans inside of it, and it just went all over, and I had to sweep it up. I mean, I could restore it by washing and reusing it, but I was just like, you know what, I'll just start away, because it's a lot of work. So I may have to pour the beans from down low, like in the buckets from the floor, because that's the best bet. It was a little tilting to one side. Maybe that's why it fell. So let's try this again. So I'm gonna bring this down here. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to have the camera tilting so that you can see where I'm pouring. Okay, Normally I do this with someone else, like my sister. So that's probably why it's spilling everywhere. But let's see if we can try this again. I did get a few of these in there, but the thing is, I gotta have it. Alright, let's stop for a second. Because I need to adjust my bag. I'm starting to spill some more again. Don't want to lose my beans now. For my hard work. Make sure this is packed down. So as we see, they're inside the bag now in the bucket, and it actually filled up the whole bucket. It was perfect enough for it. There's probably a little more beans, but we've been using some of it. But you know, like I told you, we don't really use a lot of beans, so yeah. So we'd rather just store it. It lasts longer, long term. And there's other ways to store beans. I'll probably show you another way, which is the food saver. And I'm not gonna lie, sí tiré un poquito en el piso. I threw some on the floor, but it's okay. The majority went in the bucket. So yeah, we're gonna do the same thing for the rice in those buckets right there. So now for the bag of rice, you kind of need 2 buckets for itself because it fills up 2 buckets. And we do go through a lot of rice. I feel like we go through more rice than anything. But since we can always buy more rice, we can store this rice for long term. Like I said, it lasts pretty long. I think 10 to 15 years. And, you know, you just never know what life will bring. If anything happens, we have rice to eat. And it's also good to store salt. Because you could just throw some salt on those beans, throw some salt on those, not on that rice. And it's good. You can just eat happily. It has some flavor in there. And a lot of cultures eat rice, right? Latinos eat rice, Chinos eat rice, Filipinos, all races eat rice in different ways. So rice is a good way of, rice is a good option of storing food long term. Here is my bag of rice. It's so big, by the way. I'm not gonna lie, I am not gonna pick this up by myself. I'm not even gonna pick it up. I'm just gonna scoop it out as I'm pouring it inside the bucket, because last time I did it, it messed up my bag. Because last time I did it, last time I picked up this bag of rice, it literally messed up my back. I could not get up, bend down, nothing. I already have lower back problems, and it be hurting sometimes with the cold weather. And for me to pick up this big old bag of rice, which I'm not sure how many pounds this is, but yeah, it's a pretty big bag of rice. So we don't want that to happen again. Ain't nobody got time to be in pain. I went in the kitchen and I got a cup. Well, pretty big cup. This is for a blender. You can use anything to scoop it. All you're doing is literally just scooping and putting it in the bag, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, because like I said, I don't want to hurt my back, and I already did it once, so let's not. And you can scoop as much as you want. As you pick it up, just try not to drop it on the floor. So you want to see what I'm doing? I'm scooping, literally scooping, and throwing it in there. Maybe the second bucket would be a little easier. I would just scoop it. I would have to scoop it, I mean. And then I would just dump the rest in there. So yeah, that's all literally I'm doing. Okay guys, so I already finished the first bucket of rice. Now I'm gonna be able to pick up the other one. It's a lot lighter, not as heavy as the other one. But the other way around now. So I'm gonna lift this up. Make sure your bag is open. And I would just say pour a little at a time. Or a lot. You can do it. Bring it down. Fix your bag a little more. Now see, I have 2 buckets of rice and then 1 bucket of beans. And I actually have another bag in here which is black beans, but I don't have an extra bucket. So yeah, they're done. So guys, now we're going to seal the bags, which they're right here. If you can see right here, let me just flip my camera. If you can see here, there's like a little rip. That's how much you're supposed to seal with your iron. So I'm gonna do that. I don't really have anybody to hold the camera so you can see while I'm doing it, but I'm gonna seal it and then I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. So you see what I did? I sealed it up to right here. Why? Because I'm gonna leave room so when I throw in the oxygen absorber and we try to push as much of the air out and then seal it up quick, because once you open the oxygen absorber, it starts activating. It starts working. So that's what I'm gonna do to these two as well. So here comes the part where here's the oxygen absorber. Here is my food saver sealing thing. So I'm gonna do this one hand. I'm gonna bring this down, close it. We're gonna seal it. So you have the option to vacuum seal and seal. Seal is what helps the package be closed and sealed. So once that light turns off, that means it's done. Okay, it's done. You open it up, and now it's sealed. You're gonna pull how much you want to cut. Oh, this one's running out, but I have more. I just need it for the oxygen absorbers, so I'm gonna bring it out to like maybe a little bit more. This bag is a little actually too small, but it'll work. You close it, you cut it. Now I have a bag. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut it open. So you put the thing in, you make sure this is locked, and then you press vacuum seal. And it's gonna try to vacuum seal all the air out. Sometimes I press it down, so it kind of helps it push out faster. While it's doing that, let's come over here, because actually these are activating already. So throw one in, move it around, throw one in, move it around, throw one in. Actually, this one I didn't really activated it. So there we go. Now we're gonna seal those quick. I'm gonna push out the air, and then yeah, as we see here, we are done. And all we have left to do is to put on the lids, and they will last us a long time. I mean, I think I need to wipe these a little bit more because they're actually slightly wet. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then they're done. That's literally all to it. And you label them, and I'll show you how I label them at the end. I'm gonna write, this one's the beans and those are the rice, and you would just write pinto beans and then the day you did it or the year you did it. So I did it 2022, and then that's it. That's literally all you have to know, and then your food lasts for 10 years or more. So as we see here, I wrote down rice 2022, rice 2022, and then here pinto beans 2022. And you can store them wherever. You can store them in your closet, you can store it in your closet, you can store it in your room closet, anywhere dark, or here, or right here, wherever, as long, wherever you need to put it, or wherever you can put it. And just know they are stackable, and they won't really move or fall because they're heavy. So wherever you put them is fine. Plus, the purpose of the Mylar bags is to keep light out, also preserves the food longer. So just made this small video just to start something new with this new year. Me and my sister just recently had a birthday. We both turned 30. Our birthday was on January 17. Today I think is January 25th. And yeah, so me and her live in our own apartment. Maybe I'll do an apartment tour so you guys can see our little apartment that we have. But yeah, we'll see when the next video I will make. God bless you guys, and you guys have a wonderful day.